Yeah! Yeah! Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? What? Yeah! Y'all ready to play some football? Just got some big deal. Check this. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know.
Coming at you live from the Mama Shore Sweet Tea Studios, this is SSL Live.
The pulse of the Sunday Showdown League. Alongside Josh Jablonski, I'm Colin Elliott. Welcome to episode 5 of the SSL Live. And today we have a fun-filled and packed show for you. We are dead in the middle of summer, June 17th today. We're going to be talking about the College World Series, talk a little bit about the World Cup and why the United States is the only team we care about in it, talk about the NBA Finals, I told you so. Jablonski's got a couple stories about his basketball career to share with us.
Oh, it's getting big.
And then we'll have some information about our league and different bets and life happenings.
Because, yes, this podcast is about fantasy football and the Sunday Showdown League. So I guess we should probably talk about that.
I guarantee you, gentlemen, in the next couple months here as we get closer to the season, our focus will continue to become narrower and narrower on our league and the beginning of what is the most important season of the year.
Yes, and already getting excited for the one holiday, draft day. Can't wait for that to happen. But we got some other things we got to talk about first. How about Omaha's gem, Omaha's great tradition, the College World Series. It's that time of year again where Omaha is on the center stage in the sports map of the United States. The College World Series is here. I know I've already been to a game, Colin's already been to a game, and now we're going to break down our annual tradition here.
Yeah, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention before the CWS this year to college baseball, but I've researched quite a bit on these teams, and this seems to be like a pretty intriguing set of teams for this College World Series. And I picked Vanderbilt before they started after researching, and after watching one of their games last night, I feel pretty confident about that pick. Did you have any favorite that you were going with?
I'll tell you now who I will guarantee will not win the College World Series.
Louisville?
You stole my thunder. I was going to say Louisville.
Oh, man.
Well, yep, Louisville, there's no chance for them at this point. Sorry, guys. I'm liking TCU. I saw them in action, and they have some solid pitching. I think their pitching can carry them deep into the College World Series, and I'm kind of rooting for them. Their fans are pretty turned up. They get wild during the game, and I have a lot of respect for that. So, go Horned Frogs.
If my prediction on the College World Series is anything like the NBA Finals, you can already write it in the books.
Yeah, So Colin thinks he's pretty impressive here because 2 games into the NBA Finals, he's like Spurs in 5. Well, we all know the Spurs won in 5. My guy Skip Bayless said Spurs in 6, and I was going with him.
Okay, well, at this point, the series was even. It was dead even, 1 game apiece. Both teams had looked fantastic for each a separate game. And everybody's like, oh, this is going 7. This series is going to be deep. And I'm like, no. The Heat are just like showing that they have a little bit left in them. But the Spurs are about to blow them out here. And what happened? The Spurs blew them out in 3 straight games.
The Spurs did blow them out. We got to hand it to you. You were right, Colin. I'll tell you this.
What will you tell me?
I had a ton of fun watching this NBA Finals. I had a lot of fun watching last year's. And then this year's was just like icing on the cake watching the... Hello! Hey! Go Brazil! watching
LeBron lose.
yeah,
is what you're trying to
watching
say.
LeBron lose. And
Sorry, for those of you who are not in our studio today, we were watching the Brazil versus Mexico World Cup game, and Josh just got a little excited when they did a little fan cam. So we apologize for his giddy outbreak. But that is a good segue into our next section of the show, which is the World Cup, and talking about the United States in this World Cup and how people are getting a lot of, even Josh just now before we started this show gave me crap because I said I was excited to watch the World Cup. And I think people in America that are hating on those of us that are enjoying watching this are getting confused with love of soccer and love of country. And now I'm a very patriotic person, unlike my co-host here. And anything that has anything to do with America, I want to win and I want to watch it. So that's what the World Cup is to me. Is it's another way to show American dominance, and this is one of the few areas where we're the underdogs. So showing our dominance is just fantastic against all these people where football, or soccer as it is more normally called, is their main sport in their country, and that we're just taking them to town, just like we did to whoever we beat yesterday, Ghana.
all right, first off here, I don't appreciate you questioning my patriotism because I love this country. And I have nothing against soccer or soccer fans. Like, and I'll be honest, I don't find a whole lot of entertainment value in watching soccer. But I just don't understand people that don't give a lick about soccer for 4 years, and then the World Cup comes around, and then all of a sudden they're like the biggest soccer fans in the world. You know, I'm rooting for the United States. I hope we win. I kind of watched the game yesterday, planned it perfectly. Turned it on, saw our first goal, got bored, watched True Detective. Great show, by the way. You guys should check it out. And then True Detective was over, turned back soccer, Ghana scored, and then we scored, and game over, USA. So it worked out great for me there. But again, I just don't understand what I would call fair weather soccer fans. They just get hyped up once every 4 years for a sport that they don't even like.
That's fair. That's fair. I just view it in a different way than you, I guess.
So you and I view almost everything in a different way, but
That's what makes this show fantastic.
that's what makes it great. That's why we get 4 views.
All I know is I'm excited to watch our game on Sunday against Portugal, especially since Pepe is going to be out. And since Altidore is injured, maybe Landon Donovan will come back and join the team. What a twist that would be. So watch for that. And that's what to watch for this weekend, folks, if you're wondering. United States versus Portugal, I think 2 o'clock on Sunday. Turn your TVs on. It's going to be great.
Hey, you know how many Heisman winners Ghana has?
0.
0.
A lot less than the United States.
Yeah, so take that, Ghana. For this next segment, I got some stories to share that I'm really excited about. Shout out to my guy Ryan Hemsley.
What's that on that beat? Oh.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing.
Just want to give a big shout out to Ryan Hemsley. Many of you know who he is. He was in Colin's wedding, and he was on our show last month, which may or may not have been a good thing. Ryan had a lot of great input into the show, but our listenership got cut down 50% because of him being on the show. We went from around 25 listens down to 12. So, Ryan, you may or may not be back on this show. But anyways, we're here to talk about basketball. I've been playing basketball with Ryan and some of his friends the past couple weeks. 2 weeks ago was awesome. I looked like Kawhi Leonard out there on the court. But last night was bad. I could not make a shot to save my life. Now, I was getting the boards and playing some mad defense. Ryan couldn't get past me. I stole the ball from him like half a dozen times. And, my team lost both games last night. Probably just bad circumstances, maybe a
Wouldn't
lack
have anything to do with the fact that you're on the
a
team,
lack
right?
good team play. No, well, I take some blame for the loss because I couldn't make a basket, but I don't take 100% of the blame. We were up in our second game, 20-19. Going to 21, you got to win by 2. And I don't mean any disrespect to this guy. He's a great basketball player. But dude kept shooting 3-pointers, which in this game was worth 1 or was worth 2 points. But all he needed to do was drive to the basket and get a layup, and then we win. But he just kept shooting threes, and we lost. And I don't blame him for the loss. But, yeah, I just needed to get that off my chest.
C'est la vie, right?
C'est la vie, I guess. But, Ryan, I'll see you on the court. Hit me up next time.
And hopefully we'll see you in the league soon.
Yeah, hopefully we will see you in the league. And maybe we can get Colin out on the court sometime soon. So, that's enough of that. Most of you don't even care.
Speaking of the league, let's talk about some SSL.
Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. Well, that's alright because I like the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. Well, that's alright because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie.
I can't tell you what it really is. I can only tell you what it feels like. But right now, it's a steel knife in my windpipe.
Well, on that note, let's talk about some SSL news. As we all know, the Amazing Race is here and gone, and our draft order is almost complete. At this point, we know everybody's position other than our very own league champion, James. So, now all we're waiting for is James to join our show at some point and tell us where he is going to draft.
On that note, I tried getting James on the show for this month, but he pulled a Mr. Hotshot champion and wanted to schedule his own time, possibly in July. But James, like I told you, my secretary will get in contact with your agent.
The league wants to know.
Yes, we're all dying to know. But on that note, Colin, would you like to give us the tentative draft order?
Tentative draft order. This is just going to assume that James is going to take the first pick. This puts Atwell. I don't know if you know this, Josh, but your team won the Amazing Race. So you would get the second pick. Our lovely Mr. Shores would get the third pick. Commissioner at number 4.
No, Commissioner at 3.
No, Commissioner at 4.
Yeah, Commissioner at 4, my bad.
The White Mambas
Hey, Brazil.
with the Afghanimals at number 5. Myself at number 6. Sam at 7. My co-host at 8. Bash Brothers at 9. Bundy at 10. Caleb at 11. And our very own Mr. K Money holding up the rear with the 12th pick.
Kevin loves to hold up that rear.
All right, TMI, Josh.
We're cutting that out.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not cutting any of this out. As we move on forward now, we've had a lot happen since our last show. Josh here, who we've been praying for a long time for, got a new job. And Josh got a full-time position as a social studies teacher at Benson High School. So congratulations to you, my friend.
Well, thank you very much, Colin, and thank you to everyone in the league who prayed for that. It is my dream job, and I'm very humbled and very excited for the next school year. So it'll be great for sure. And then my buddy sitting next to me, not sure if you guys knew this or not, but he got married to Kirsten. Just like, 3 weeks ago?
Yep, 3 weeks and 1 day. That happened on Memorial Day.
Oh, wow, they're already counting down their 3-week and 1 day anniversary. But congratulations to Colin. It truly was a fun and beautiful weekend all around. So, Colin, do you have any comments?
Thank you to the league members that were a part of the wedding, including you and both the Shores boys. Thank you to all the rest of you if you attended or were in our thoughts that weekend. We appreciated it. And we hope our new home becomes a hangout spot for the league and a place to watch football this year.
For sure. You'll be like Kevin and Jenny in the show The League.
Other than the fact that Jenny does not run my team.
Oh, I'm sure Kirsten definitely does run your team now. moving forward, our very own Caleb Polinsky was named Academic All-American this month. So congrats to you, Caleb, our baseball stud. We'd like to get you on the show sometime to talk about baseball. Maybe around Major League Baseball playoff time.
Especially if the Yankees aren't involved, that'd be good.
Go Yanks. By the way, the Yankees are ahead of the Red Sox in the standings right now.
In other news, James graduated since our last episode, so congratulations, James, on your master's in your engineering.
Yes, for sure. And last but not least, congratulations to our commissioner, Michael Shores, on his engagement to Emily Tell this past week.
You know, this league is just getting hished. Pretty soon we're going to be a league of old married men. So,
Yeah, just like you, Mr. Shores.
Yeah, but congratulations, Michael. We'll look forward to seeing when this wedding date is set, and hopefully you can focus on football a little bit this year, and you're not too busy planning a wedding.
Actually, hopefully he's not too focused, because then he could be a waitress next year.
That'd be fantastic, actually. So yeah, you know what? You focus on that wedding, and we'll focus on the football this year.
Sounds great.
We just want to let you guys know, for future on this show, we have a couple additions that we're looking forward to bringing out.
Yes, I was listening to Matthew Berry's podcast the other day and got a wonderful idea from that. We want to open up an SSL Live email so you all can email us questions about really anything. If you want to ask about fantasy football, if you want to get marriage advice from Colin, you can do that. But yeah, so we have opened up an email so you can email us questions, and we will read them and answer them on the show, whatever they may be, as long as they're appropriate, guys. So, Colin, would you like to give us that email?
That email is ssl.live12@gmail.com.
That actually might be the wrong email.
Again,
we'll check this.
ssl.live12@gmail.com.
That actually is correct. Never mind, my bad.
Apology accepted. So yes, feel free, use the email account. We're hoping that it can increase viewership on this show and increase the intrigue as we continue to near the fantasy football season. And as I'm a perennial power in this league, always in the playoffs, I know that my advice is strongly encouraged. So we look forward to helping you not be the waitress this year.
That's right. All right. Moving forward, I mentioned this earlier, but our champion, James Franks, we would like to get you on the show in July to announce your draft pick. I know you're busy mock drafting and trying to figure out where you want to be exactly. And then Commissioner Michael Shores, we would like to get you on the show in August.
Early August, hopefully, so we can have you on when we set that draft date.
Exactly. We want you to announce our draft plans on the show, live in studio. My secretary will be in contact with your agent about that. Maybe my secretary will call Emily, your secretary, and we'll plan a date where we can get you in studio. Colin and I have some very big news. Real fast, Colin. This game ended in a 0-0 tie, so why should I actually care about the sport?
Because 0-0 tie still means a point for each of the teams, and their
ties are stupid. Why don't they just do a shootout and call it a win-loss?
Let's stop talking about the World Cup and talk about the Cleveland Browns.
The World Cup is stupid. Yes, the Cleveland Browns. Colin and I would both claim the Cleveland Browns as our second favorite team in the NFL.
And I've claimed them before you did. You just kind of copycatted me.
Oh, no, I didn't copycat you at all.
That being said, we are going to have a large bet this year on how the Cleveland Browns perform and who performs as their quarterback.
Yes, but before that, we should clarify that last year we had a Browns bet. Colin said they would win 7 games. I said they would win less than 7.
And the only reason they didn't win 7 is because Brian Hoyer broke his leg.
Either way, I got $10 out of the deal.
Well, the stakes have been raised this year.
Oh, they have been raised, all right.
And all I know is Johnny Manziel will not be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, he won't be the starting quarterback in the preseason, but after the preseason, that will be his team. See, you don't even know what you're going to say
The
here.
specifics of this bet are as follows.
Yes.
If Brian Hoyer is the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns and they win 7 or more games, Josh has to buy me a Brian Hoyer jersey.
And if Johnny Manziel starts 7 or more games...
No, if he wins...
No, you need to let me finish explaining. If Johnny Manziel wins 7 or more games as the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback, Colin buys me a Johnny Manziel jersey.
But if Johnny Manziel is the starting quarterback and the Cleveland Browns win less than 7 games, Josh Jablonski will buy me the jersey of my choice.
And if Brian Hoyer is the starting quarterback for the Browns and they lose 7 or more games?
No, if they win less than 7.
If they win less than 7. Sorry. Colin buys me a jersey of my choice.
So I know it's a little confusing, and if anybody wants to be the mediator of this bet, we can get it done in writing for you.
We would probably appreciate a mediator here.
I don't think there's an mediator needed because we all know I'll be getting a Brian Hoyer jersey at the end of the season.
Yeah, right. But Colin, I do have one thing to say to you.
Put it on the board!
Put it on the board!
I'm a puppet on a string, Tracy Island, time traveling diamond, could have shaped heartaches to come to find you for in some velvet morning. Years too late, she's a silver lining, Lone Ranger riding through an open space. In my mind, when she's not right there beside me, I go crazy, 'cause here isn't where I wanna be. And satisfaction feels like a distant memory. I need the deep end, keep imagining meeting wished away. Entire lifetimes unfair, we're not somewhere misbehaving for days. Great escape, lost track of time and space. She's a silver lining, climbing on my desire. And I go crazy, 'cause here isn't where I wanna be. And satisfaction feels like a distant memory. And I can't help myself, all I wanna hear her say is, are you mine? Well, are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine? And the thrill of the chase moves in mysterious ways. So in case I'm mistaken, I just wanna hear you say you got me, baby, are you mine? She's a silver lining, Lone Ranger riding through an open space. In my mind, when she's not right there beside me, I go